So the Christians made a movie for QAnon fans called Sound of Freedom, and I swear to God, everybody that loves this movie is just a kitty lover that's projecting.
If you like a movie that's bringing attention to child trafficking, you're like secretly a kitty lover. Okay, well, what does that make you then as someone who's mad that it's bringing attention?
It makes me not a religious kitty-loving fraud, Doyle. That's what it makes me. But let's check the scorecard on your movie. So the guy that paid for Sound of Freedom to be released in theaters, Fabien Marta, has been arrested for felony child kidnapping at one of his sugar baby parties. By the way, how fucking stupid do you have to be to make a flyer for how you're trafficking kids? Produced by a Catholic groomer who mentored his future wife when she was a minor. By the way, there's a 15-year age gap, so you do the math there. And allegedly is a true story about this former DHS director who did fuck nothing about his Border Patrol agents raping 4,600 migrant kids during this guy's administration, but got paid pretending that he was helping child trafficking. Oh, did I forget to mention he's a Mormon, which I think is hilarious considering that his church is suing their insurance company for not covering their child SA lawsuits. And I'm not fucking done. You recognize this dude for playing Jesus in Sound of Freedom, but do you know who his co-star is on my left?
Hello, my friends. We are here in Mexico with my very good and close friend, Rabbi Yehuda of Zach Organization of Israel.
You know that sick feeling you religious cucks have every time you get caught doing the thing you accuse everybody else of and creating boogeymans for? You know where this is going, right?
Public figures in the ultra-Orthodox community were aware of the alleged sexual abuse now coming to light and kept quiet about what they knew. Local news reports that other municipal and Zaka officials may have even worked to cover up the situation. At the end of last week, allegations began to emerge, with Neshi Zahav accused now of multiple counts of sexual assault, including child rape, over a period of decades.
You know why it always looks like us data scientists are laughing at America's problems? We're not laughing at the tragedies, we're laughing at religious conservatives. To think that one fraudulent-ass puff piece of a movie made by child abusers would absolve all the GOP and the religious cucks of abusing kids.
This is just inappropriate. I mean, this guy's using the momentum of Sound of Freedom to try to get clout for himself.
You are the reason why everybody's leaving the church, Joel. Because most people, well, except for those like conservative incels, they're not that stupid. They notice you don't stitch the pin videos of how Reuters and the motherboard already called out Tim Ballard for being a fraud and profiting off of an issue while simultaneously being the DHS director and letting his coworkers rape thousands of migrant children. In biblical terms, I think you would be called a Pharisee for having to scroll down to look for the video that you chose to stitch versus addressing the world's concerns about how shitty this movie is, which I think is really appropriate as a Christian to call me clout sharking off of the movie as you clout shark off of me. You know, Doyle, I can forgive you for being a hypocrite for views, because, you know, like religious conservatives, but you want to know what I won't forgive? Check your followers. You see all those anonymous PFPs? Yeah, those are the 30-something incels that fap to cuties while screaming save the kids, and they're going so hard for this movie because they see themselves in this character.